lady.
Get off me. You.
What? What?
Get off me.
What's wrong? What's wrong with you? What's wrong with you?
We're already together. We're already talking. We're already going on vacations together.
Only talks about our plans.
It doesn't
Only
matter.
talks about our plans.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Go home.
No, baby.
I'm not doing a engagement.
Okay, ha! We are here now. Okay, Nikki has lost it because she finds out that Justin has not necessarily been loyal, or at least Igor, shall I say. But hey, welcome to the channel, people. What is going on? I hope you are good. We are back again with another Moving Mad video. Now, in this one here, it's quite interesting because obviously you see Nikki trying to escape Igor, or aka Justin, whatever. And it's crazy though, because obviously now she's at the point where she's like, you know, I'm done, I'm dusted, I can't be anymore, I don't want to get married because literally I've put so much into this relationship, and the whole time I've been doing that, you have been sleeping around with your friends. Which makes a lot of sense. It makes a whole lot of sense. But you know the thing that I found the most interesting about this situation? It's more how Justin handles it. I find it quite interesting. To be fair with you, I was surprised that he was honest about it anyway the first time, last week's episode. But at the same time, I respect his honesty. It's stupidity, but I respect his honesty. Yeah. But it's just the lack of remorse.
For me, means if you are here.
Just like me.
You are here.
I mean nothing.
No, you are here physically.
I mean nothing to you. I mean nothing to you.
Past, my past,
Yeah.
it's mean nothing. Let's create our future.
I don't know if there's a future, hon.
Okay, let's just be realistic here. The past is not the past. If the past was the past, well then you'd be able to continue a relationship with Nikki the way it left off. But you can't because of the past. So for him to say that the past is the past, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. That doesn't work. Now, this isn't to say that I'm here to defend Nikki. Hell no. I'm just saying that at the end of the day, what he's saying is absolute BS. I guess this is one of those situations for Nikki is a hard one to walk away from. Reason being is because, well,
Me, you know, with a past like mine, don't have many options, and especially with a good-looking person. And as open-minded as Justin's been with me. And our engagement, like I'm broken. And I don't know.
for me personally, this is where self-worth comes into the picture. Just because you are who you are, and just because of the challenge that you may face in the dating world, and just because he's a good-looking person, it's not a reason to stay with him. You know, this is called, you know, how you value yourself. I mean, to be fair, I think it's evident that Nikki doesn't necessarily value herself in the best ways anyway, personally, based on her own past. But that is the past, right? Based on current terms, does she value herself? That is the question. If she stays with somebody that she's pretty much been paying for this whole freaking time, whilst he's been out here having fun with his friends, well, then you don't value yourself. You know, listen, it shouldn't matter about who you are, how lucky you may be to have met this person who's maybe out your league. It doesn't matter. What matters is if this person does you wrong, you have to look at yourself, recognize your self-worth, and be like, you know what? Even if it means that I end up being single for the rest of my life, it is what it is. I'd rather be that rather than be with somebody that legit was not respecting me. Somebody that was legit doing a whole madness with other people whilst I was paying for him. You know what I mean? Whilst I was applying for a visa for him. You know, whilst I was trying to do all these things to make sure that our relationship worked. And don't get me wrong, Justin can sit there and talk about all these things about how, you know, he's introduced her to the family and to the friends and da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. But boy, you've broken one of those things that can't ever be repaired, and that is trust. I don't care what anybody says. Once trust is broken, it can't be repaired. Because what happens is when the moment that person does something to trigger you, that trust issue is going to come in real quick. So once trust is broken, trust is truly broken. But hey.
Nikki's very mad. I don't feel bad because I told some truth. And my parents, Nikki's trust, this is most important. Then I said I be with some girl. I'm normal. Of course, I like girls. This is normal stuff.
I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the first time I'm lost for words because I actually don't understand the motive here. I don't know what point he's trying to make, to be honest with you. I really don't know. I am confused. Like, what benefit has there been now? You know what I mean? Like, usually when somebody tells someone this is maybe because they're looking to push that person away. Or maybe they're having a conversation about truths where they've both been open about everything, putting everything on the table, and then boom, Mr. Fresh start, whatever. This isn't that. This is just so random. Just out of the blue, bloom, boom, blue, boom. He's like, yeah, so I've been sleeping with one of my female friends. But I don't feel bad because, you know, it's the truth, which I respect, even though it's stupid. Can somebody please explain this to me? Because honestly, I'm sitting and thinking to myself, I don't understand the purpose behind this. It just happened out off the whim. Was it poor editing from TLC or whoever does it? Wild.
Investing so much in my relationship with him, and then for him to not say it was like serious enough for him, it makes me question everything at this point. Questioning everything, and maybe that's why he doesn't want to make love to me. There's someone else. Because I would have stopped the K1 visa.
I mean, to be honest, I don't think the reason why he hasn't been making love to you is because there's somebody else. I think he's just not attracted to you. I think personally that he's been trying to find the most feminine side of Nikki as possible, but he can't find it. I mean, he literally said that, you know, my normal stuff is that I like girls. So clearly being intimate isn't a hard thing for him. He's been doing that with God knows how many people, right? Been doing that with the freedom of knowing that this person is 100% female. But obviously when it comes to Nikki now, he's too busy judging whether or not she's female or not. Too busy judging if she's fully transitioned or not. You know, because of course, when she gets angry, she gets upset, she obviously shows a side of her that he doesn't like, a side of her that is masculine, and that he doesn't like that. You know, it's crazy to say this, but I do generally feel like he's actually in the wrong in this situation. I feel like he's definitely being a hypocrite personally, because I would say that everybody, whether you're a man or woman, everybody has sides to them that is very masculine sometimes. You know, when we get upset, we get angry, everybody shows their masculine side, to give or take, you know what I mean? Depends on who you are, but with regards to the gender, we all have that without a shadow of a doubt. So to be honest with you, I do feel like maybe he's just being too overcritical on Nikki, because I feel like he has set a bar or a stand that doesn't actually exist, because he doesn't want Nikki to actually ever reach it, because he always wants to have an excuse to not actually be intimate. And he's only going to be intimate only, I guess, if it's really that deep. I mean, to be honest with you, if I was Nikki right now, I'd definitely be walking away, because it's evident that the guy's funny. You know, he definitely likes to get his fun elsewhere. So in reality, even if he decides to really be with Nikki, there's no saying that he's ever going to be loyal. He says it now, but the fact is though, if normal is girls, but if to him liking girls is normal, you know what I'm saying, this is biological women, right? That means clearly he's probably going to be always doing these little madness here and there, especially while she's in the States and he's in Moldova. The only way she's ever going to keep an eye on him is if they're actually together. But that's not going to happen until he gets there. So if you ask me, this is pretty much kind of exposing that he may just be using her for money, or he may just be using her to go to the States. But really and truly, this exposes that he doesn't really care to actually be intimate with her. Fair enough, he can talk about his friends and family, all that kind of mumbo jumbo. But he's always going to use Nikki's male side, you know, biological male side against her. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said before, there are plenty of women, biological women, who also have moments where if they get upset or angry or whatever, they can be masculine. You know what I mean? Some of them even have masculine jobs, should we say, you know, whether that be a mechanic or builder, whatever, depending on how you want to look at it, right? So for me personally, this is confirmation that he just doesn't like Nikki, to be honest. He just doesn't want to be with her. Just doesn't find her attractive. Who she is bothers him. I want him being truthful about that. Yeah, be truthful about that. I don't care about him being truthful about him sleeping around other women. Be truthful about whether or not you actually want to be with Nikki, whether or not you actually want to be intimate with her all the time, whether or not you actually want to go down there. Just saying. Peace.